Tracy Love, a professor and co-coordinator in the Developmental Services Worker program at Cambrian College. And with me today, I have Jenna Prince, owner and operator of the Adult Health and Wellness Center Focused on Abilities Day Program here in Sudbury. So Focus on Abilities is a placement partner with Cambrian College for the Developmental Services Worker program. So welcome, Jenna, and thanks for joining me today off the desk.
Thank you so much for having me, Tracy.
So can you tell me a little bit about Focus on Abilities and how it got started?
Absolutely. So Focus on Abilities Day program is a privately run day program for adults with a very wide range of developmental disabilities. So how we got started is I actually have a brother who has special needs, and my background is actually in the teaching sector. I went to school to be a special education teacher, and when my brother graduated when he was 21, there were no day programs available for him. There were no spots in any of the programs that were up and running at the time. And unfortunately, he had to sit at home, and we saw a lot of regression, him not, having a routine, anywhere to go, nothing to stimulate him. So that's kind of where the idea started. Is I looked and I said, you know what, I think I need to focus on the adult sector. They're very well taken care of in school, but there's a big gap in services when they become adults and are trying to transition into the adult sector. So that is where the Focus on Abilities Day program came from. And we try to do a lot of the same stuff that they would kind of get in school while they're being educated. So we work on life skills, a little bit of functional academics, socialization, getting them out in the community. Community integration is very important. So just we're kind of like a stepping stone from when they graduate to help them ease into adulthood and maintain some of their relationships and some of the routines that they're used to.
Awesome. So tell me about the participants that attend there. How many do you have attending? What kind of schedule do you have?
So it definitely varies every single day. We have, I would say, probably about 20 individuals who attend, but they're not all there on the same day, just because they rely on passport funding from the government in order to access a privately run day program. So a lot of their attendance is kind of based on how much funding they have, unfortunately. But we have some that come Monday through Friday, some come a couple days a week. So every day is a little bit different, but we generally have, I would say, about 12 to 15 every day. And our routine is kind of, it's structured, but it's also very laid back. We do a lot of socializing, a lot of community integration. We have an events calendar that goes out every month, and we have tons of activities that we're doing out in the community, whether it be going to Science North or the library, growing grocery shopping. We do definitely a lot of life skills within the program. Cooking is a big one. We're always making meals or snacks, simple things that they can practice those skills with us and bring them home to potentially carry on that independence at home when they're on their own. So we do quite a bit. We have a very wide range of individuals who attend our program. They all get along. It's absolutely wonderful seeing all the different needs kind of blend together and kind of they grow together, and it promotes such a great social dynamic within the program. So we do have a wide range. We service pretty much any adult that has a developmental disability.
Awesome. Well, we are so happy to be able to provide your center as a placement option for Cambrian DSW students. So could you explain a little bit about the kind of experience a DSW student on placement could get with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So kind of a lot of what I've already said, we do a lot of life skills. We do have some personal care depending on where they're at in their placement that may not really apply to them. But we do have a wide range from people who are a little bit more independent to some who are a little bit more complex. So they will get definitely a wide range of knowledge and experience because we have pretty much a little bit of everything at our program. So they'll get a lot of community integration, which I think is super important. It's one thing to learn the individual in their comfort zone, and it's another thing to learn the individual when they need supports out in the community. So they'll get a lot of that type of experience with us. They'll be able to come out on all of our outings that we do, participate in any of our life skills, the cooking, our cleaning, a little bit of our, arts and crafts and fundamental basics. So the staff that we have are absolutely wonderful. And we definitely do our best to try to explain pretty much everything that we do from a day-to-day basis. And even if it is personal care related, even if it's not something that the students can partake in, we still like to take the time to kind of go over exactly what the needs are of this individual and why we're doing what we do. So there's definitely a wide range of experience. We are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3:30 type of program. So there's no overnight, not that kind of respite experience, but lots of day program experience to be had with us for sure.
Awesome. So one of the things our students are always interested in is employment, of course, following graduation or even before. So could you talk to me a little bit about how many staff you have on shift and what your hiring practices look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So usually I have 3 staff on. It kind of varies. Sometimes we've got the odd casual person who will come in to help out if we need an extra set of hands for outings, or if we have extra individuals that day and we have some more needs that we need to attend to, then we can sometimes bring in a 4th staff. But generally we run with 3 staff right now. So usually we look for to hire DSWs, but we do have PSWs as well. We have social services worker. So we have a little bit of a variety of knowledge happening, but DSWs are definitely who we usually look for. I'm really big on experience. So if someone is with us and they do really well with us, if I do happen to need an extra staff, if we're expanding and bringing on more individuals and I do need to hire someone else, I would definitely take that into account. Someone who has, worked hands-on with our group and knows them like the back of their hand kind of thing. So we have actually hired students in the past who have done placements with us and they've been very successful, and they've showed me all of the different skills that I would and traits that I would look for in a staff. If they've been successful with us, I have hired them on. So
Awesome.
yeah.
What a great opportunity and a really cool kind of program you have going on in the little Gatchel area of Sudbury.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add that our students might be interested or in knowing about your program or in connection with you for placement?
I feel like I've pretty much covered the basics of our program, but we love having students. It's definitely a really fun experience having them come in and work hands-on with our crew. It's definitely a vital experience for them. I know personally, being in school myself, I got a lot more out of all of my placements that I did versus being in the classroom. It's important to have that knowledge, but that hands-on training is definitely crucial. So yeah,
Yes.
I've always been a big fan of placements for sure, to get that kind of job training ahead of time.
Right, which I guess brings me to another question, Jenna. What would be the traits of a student that would be a really good match for your program?
Okay, I would say someone who is a very kind and compassionate, someone with a big heart, someone who's very caring, because obviously if you're going into this field, you definitely need to have a big heart. These individuals are very, very special, and they definitely brighten up your day, but they take very well to someone who has a big heart and who is very positive and smiley and kind and compassionate. We see that's where those true connections really seem to happen. So yeah, someone with a positive attitude, someone who's dedicated, and also someone who's a big advocate, because unfortunately what happens, especially in the adult sector for some reason, is it's just like these individuals fall off the face of the earth, and they really need someone who is going to give them a voice and be an advocate for them. We see it all the time. Unfortunately, it's a big fight for a lot of the caregivers to get the proper services that these individuals need. So that's also a trait that we look for, as someone who is going to be a voice for them, because they can't always communicate their wants and needs, and they also can't communicate, if there's something wrong or anything like that. So we definitely take on an advocating role within our program as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I'm so looking forward to staying connected with you as I come in and supervise students on placement in our 3 times a year placement opportunities that we have. So thank you again, Jenna, for your time and for sharing your program, Adult Health and Wellness Center, Focus on Abilities Day program with our Cambrian College students and partnering with us.
Thank you, Tracy. It was my pleasure. I appreciate your time.
Have a great day.
You too.